can you read this history book?
Sure, honey. Do you like learning about history?
Yes.
You do? Well, how about we learn about Ms. Emma Lazarus today? You want to read about her?
Yes.
Okay, scoot on over and we'll read about her. Okay. Ms. Lazarus was a Sephardic Jew, a descendant of people expelled from Spain centuries before, and she often wrote about the Jewish plight in her poetry. She was an early Jewish nationalist, advocating for a Jewish state in Palestine. Miss Lazarus was not interested in writing poems about anything involving her heritage. Yet, upon her discovering of the issues that were arising in Russia, she began to write poems that encouraged her Jewish brethren to rise up and begin their inclusion into the grain of the American society. You're probably wondering why all that matters, aren't you, Anaya?
Yes.
You do? Well, let me tell you why, okay? All right. Because Ms. Lazarus brought to light the issue of remembering history and of the brave people who stood up for the lowly and the distraught. Many people have talked about her and written about her. John Greenleaf Whittier was quoted as once saying of Emma Lazarus after her passing, "Her banner of the Jew has a ring of Israel's war trumpets." Well, may those of her own race and faith lament the loss of such a woman. They will not sorrow alone. Among the mourning women at her grave, the sympathizing voice of Christian daughters will mingle with the wails of the daughters of Jerusalem. I remember reading about Mr. E.C. Stedman writing of her. Something like, she was the natural companion of scholars and thinkers. Now, Anaya, do you know why she was that popular? Do you know why Miss Lazarus was that popular?
Yes.
You do? Well, let's talk about it some. Because she was. Interestingly enough, one could almost say that the poem she wrote, entitled Florence Nightingale, seemed to be a way for Miss Lazarus to speak to America in a sort of metaphorical way, as if she was saying, "Remember where you once began, America, and though you journeyed from the land of your forefathers, which was England, remember the charity instilled in you. Remember that you are no better than anyone, that you can help save many lives." And perhaps these words did reach America's ears, Anaya, because when she wrote another poem titled The Colossus, which spoke once more to the American people of their gift to help change the world and aid many people, her words were taken from that poem and placed on a plaque on the Statue of Liberty. And it says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free."
Upon the whitewashed walls, a woman's shadow falls. A woman walketh o'er the darksome floors, a soft angelic smile lighteth her face the while, in passing through the dismal corridors. Now and then there slips a word from out her lips, more sweet and grateful to his listening ears than the most plaintive tale of the sad nightingale, whose name and tenderness this woman bears. Her presence in the room of agony and gloom, no fretful murmurs, no coarse words profane, but while she standeth there, all words are hushed save prayer. She seems God's angel weeping o'er men's pain. And some of them arise, with eager, tearful eyes, from off their couch to see her passing by. Some being too weak for this, can only stoop and kiss her shadow, and fall back content to die. No monument of stone needs this heroic one. Her name is graven on each noble heart, and in all after years her praise will be the tears which at that name